Okay, on to the next skip the line reaction, man. This is John Prine. Prine? I don't know. Prine. Could be Prine. Sam Stone. Okay, we've never reacted to this before. And so this is a request by Sarah Anderson. So thank you very much for the skip the line reaction. You did leave a message as well. This song isn't going to be your style. How dare you? How dare you say it's not going to be my style? You don't know my style. No, I'm joking. You don't know. You never know. This song is not going to be your style, but I think you'll appreciate it. The artist, John Prine, is a well-known songwriter in country folk genre. I do like country. This is the song that gave him his start back in the 70s. He passed in 2020 of COVID. Shame, man. Right, let's rock and roll, man. John Prine, Sam Stone, let's rock and roll. Let's see what we got.
And all the way through the show.
Alright.
Okay.
Ooh,
see you, John.
Old school, 1970s.
This song I wrote a couple of years ago after I got out of the army.
After you got out of the army.
Sam Stone came home to his wife and family after serving in the conflict overseas.
Can only imagine
And
that's
the
Vietnam.
time that he served had shattered all his nerves and left a little shrapnel in his knee. But the morphine eased the pain, and the grass grew around his brain and gave him all the confidence he lacked. With a purple heart and a monkey on his back, there's a hole in daddy.
How crazy is that line? With a purple heart and a monkey. So here's your medal. Here's your piece of steel. Here's your medal for your bravery, right? But that monkey on his back will be there forever. That medal will do nothing for him, but that monkey on his back will be there forever. PTSD, things like that. Now it's in the 1970s, so you can only imagine that he's talking about the Vietnam War. Now you think to yourself, where people are saying is like, the fallen soldiers that have died. You got to respect the fallen soldiers because those are the real heroes. Those are the brave heroes, right? Those people go out and fight for cowards, unfortunately. But if you have to think about the Vietnam War, who did America fight for? Who did those men and children go there to die for? What? For who? For who did they die? Who did they die for? It's like that they died for our country. They died for our liberties. You already had liberties. What was the point of that war? Why did you lose 50,000 of your own children for what? A pointless war? How many pointless wars does America have? How many pointless wars does America have? That we keep saying, wars that you don't have to be involved in. You can just enjoy your liberty at home, right? Wars that doesn't have to be. I understand there's resources and interests and things like that, right? But how many of those resources and interests and things like that do firstly the Americans see and do really benefit the Americans outside of the top 1%? Where? Right? And those people that are sending your children to go and die aren't sending their children. Their kids aren't going to go and die in Afghanistan. Their kids aren't going to die in Vietnam, in the Korean War, in Iraq. Their kids aren't doing that. Their kids are safe. They send you to die. And then they play the Uncle Sam propaganda to tell you that, oh no, you're going to die. You die for your country. You die for the freedoms of America. It's like, yeah, no one's attacking you, man. No one's attacking America. It's virtually impossible to attack America. I understand it's the global hegemony that, you've got to sort of intervene in certain conflicts, but there are majority of the conflicts America has intervened in they didn't need to intervene there. They didn't need to lose those children for what? Iraq is one of them. What? They lost 2,500 kids or 2,500 soldiers, someone's dad, someone's son. For what? For nothing. For a false flag operation that was all a big fucking lie that we all now know 20 years later, while you've lost your fucking child, you've lost your fucking husband, and the fucking war criminal who perpetrated the entire thing is sitting in Martha's Vineyard living out the life with the money and resources he stole. What the fuck are we fighting for? Charlie Chaplin had a great song where he says, stop being machines. Right? Machine people with machine hearts that go out and fight for like 1% of the population's interests, and it's only for their interests. It's ridiculous to actually hear these things about these veterans, and these veterans are the most brave, the most unbelievable people that then come home after all of this, right? And then get forgotten. And then get forgotten. It's like, oh, well, you know, you did your business, right? You survived and things like that, and no one gives a fuck about the veterans. It's like, well, thanks for fighting for America. Thanks for fighting for my interests. My millions and billions are in my fucking bank account, and you can go and try and sort your own PTSD out and sort your own fucking family out, right? We ain't got time for you. Big fucking problem in the United States of America. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's go.
There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ.
Fuck, that is a heavy line. Wow, there's a hole in Daddy's arms where all the money goes. Fuck. What is he alluding to over there? Shit, he's alluding to drug addiction. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes, because that's what he's had to resort to deal with the pain, to deal with the trauma, to deal with the PTSD, right? He's actually turned to a drug addict. I was thinking about, what was it talking about? I thought like, when he said the money goes, like, where would that money go? It's got to be drug addiction. Fuck, that's mad. Mad, it's a travesty, man.
There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose.
Oh,
Little pitchers have big ears. Don't stop.
That's Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. That's a telling line. Wow. Like he died for your sins, but died for nothing because we keep doing even greater sins now. Well, I don't know if that's fair to say we do greater sins now. I think humanity has always sinned to somewhat extreme degrees in the past as well. I think we're less barbaric now, or maybe we just don't see the barbarism now, but we are somewhat more civilized. So yeah, it's probably not too fair to say, because if you go back in time, we're really barbaric as human beings. Anyway, carry on.
Count the years, sweet songs never last too long. Broken radios.
Wow.
Sam Stone's welcome home didn't last too long. He went to work when he'd spent his last dime. And Sammy took to stealing when he got that empty feeling for $100 habit without overtime. And the gold rolled through his veins like 1,000 railroad trains, and eased his mind in the hours that he chose, while the kids ran around wearing other people's clothes.
Shit.
There's a hole in...
Dude, man. What is so heart-wrenching about this song is how real this actually is in today's day and age still. We're talking about 1970s over here. Has that changed? Or for the veterans? From what I see, from what I can tell, it's just gotten worse. It's just gotten worse. I mean, you hear this all over the show. Like, you hear private people actually raising money for the veterans. Private people raising money for the veterans. Private people. Right? It's ridiculous. Like, your government sends you to fucking war. You come back disfigured and completely psychologically damaged. And private entities, private people, individuals need to pull their money to support these people. And whose interest do they fight for? The fucking top dogs. The black suits and black briefcases who run the fucking world and tell you how things are done. American presidents are puppets, every fucking one of them. Every single one of them are fucking puppets. When they get elected, they get put into a room and 8 fucking black suits will come in there with black briefcases and say, right, this is how shit works. That's what we're fighting for. The interests of ghosts that make trillions off murder
in daddy's arm, where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose.
That's such a sad part.
Little pitchers have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long.
Oh, that's a very nice thing. Pictures have big ears, don't stop to count the years. So it's like almost like pictures lost in time. So it's like these, pictures are like timeless, but if the pictures like they're just thrown in a closet, and they get those ears bend, on the corners of the pictures. So pictures with these bags don't stop to count the years, right? It's just fleeting. Fire. Nice way to represent time, just sort of dissipating.
Years, sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Sam Stone was alone when he popped his last balloon, climbing walls while sitting in a chair. Well, he played his last request while the room smelled just like death, with an overdose hovering in the air. But life had lost its fun, and there was nothing to be done but trade his house that he bought on the GI Bill
So sad.
for a flag draped casket on a local hero's hill. There's a hole in daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pitchers have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios.
And
Sarah Anderson, that was one incredible piece of music. Not only do I fully appreciate that, I actually love the song. I love the song. Obviously, I've said what I've said, so you can understand that I fully appreciate what he's talking about, right? Which is a very real and dire situation and issue that I think veterans have dealt with in America for quite a long time now. But yeah, man, I will always maintain, man, that the bravest of people, all of these veterans, all of these incredibly brave people in America, right? And these incredibly brave people around all the world, even for other superpowers, right? Just average individuals, young average individuals that will go out to fight under the guise of patriotism. And it's so sad, man. It's so sad, because the bravest among us, the best among us, get sent to die for the interest of cowards. It's a travesty. It's a travesty of a world. Anyway, I love you all, man. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. I'll catch you in the next one.